outsmart you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Russo, what happened? You're supposed to be a psychic or something. Also, there's a bit of a recording jip there. I think. It might not have, but it might have been. So, I think it's stopped before it was supposed to, or I don't know, something happened. Anyway, carrying on.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
He was Plantar.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Darn.
What was that psycho-detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions evoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether, invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons, too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
Oh, told you,
I'm not
George.
mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for Fun and Profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
Oh, you've made him mad now.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Yes.
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't.
No
I've got
mind
more
probing.
doubts than doubting Thomas when it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet.
Wow. Well, I've learnt things, kind of.
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up your pursuit of the clown.
You're absolutely right.
Well,
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No.
It's the face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobard. None of it proves a thing.
they're just not playing ball, are they, George?
What do you make of this, Rosso?
It is a tool for gaining access to sewers.
Yes, it is.
Would you care to shake my hand?
No,
Inspector?
oh, George, do not.
Please don't be offended if I decline your offer, Stobard. The palms of my hands are particularly sensitive.
Okay, that's quite a weird excuse, I'll give you that.
I found this tissue in the sewer.
It would have been best if you'd left it there.
Someone else said that. It might have been him. Well, what am I going to do now?
So long, Inspector.
I need a name. I need a name of Scar Guy for Todrick. Todrick won't tell me anything without a name. Let's see what Moo has to say. If he has anything to say.
Excuse me.
What do you want now?
Alright, chill. I guess I can talk to Rosso again.
Do you
Yes, I
recognize
was.
the man in this photograph?
Non, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe.
If I didn't already show
clown.
him this.
This man looks nothing like a clown?
No, I didn't.
He's taking off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Oh my god, George.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
It's very dramatic, aren't you, George? Can we shake Moo's hand? I'm gonna.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Honestly, I'll get you when you're off duty, Mew. Mew? Moo, not Mew.
See you later, Sergeant.
See you later, Sergeant. I'm gonna have a look at this phone and see if I can do anything new. I can't. Shall I call Nicole? I don't really think I have anything to tell her though.
Hello, Kula.
It's George. I've been to see the costume seller at the Risée du Monde.
Why don't you come over and tell me about it?
Okay.
Okay. Fine then, we shall. I didn't really learn anything, except the man with a scar. Oh no, wait, I did learn his name. He calls himself Khan. Why did I forget that? Oh well, whatever. Let's just go tell Nicole, and then we'll call Todrick in her apartment again. George, you could not walk any slower.
Salut, George. What news?
Salut!
I've been to the costume shop.
I literally just told you that on the phone, Nicole.
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't hire a costume. These are my clothes, and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
Don't be silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
She has a point, George. She has a point.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Whoa,
Research,
aggressive.
George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
Wow. You're rude, George.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Coinkydink.
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, there is not much to tell.
Oh, wait.
Well, how did you get into
this?
photography?
I guess I was 8 and my...
Right, we've already talked about you, Nicole, just not in this playthrough. I don't think I have anything else to tell you.
How come you and...
Because I noticed the guy...
Don't get your hopes up, George.